this is Joe Crabill. Joe is supposed to compete for us several times, and his fights dropped out due to people getting injured, so he's been preparing for quite some time. He's got some success in some grappling tournaments and competitions. His teammates say he's got a little bit of an unorthodox striking style, so it's going to be interesting to watch him put them together tonight for the first time.
Making his way into the cage. Another one of these guys looks like a really young guy, 19, 20 years old.
Well, yeah, when I initially looked at the card, I'm like, Joe Crabill, 0-0. I believe he's fought for us before, but I remembered he's always had a fight set, and it
was never his issue. It was always opponent sickness or weight cut issues or no-shows, those kind of things.
Yep.
Again, we see Cage Wars veteran Rob Angelo in there with him, Hakeem Newkirk, one of the coaches, Alan Gatoff, the crew from Team Jukow. Team Jukow only like 10 minutes from here. That's really home for these guys.
Yep.
I like the song, Stranglehold. All right.
Yep.
Joe Crabill in the blue corner with the blue tape.
Looks athletic.
So I've been pronouncing it wrong the whole time. It's Crabill, not Crabill.
Maybe it's Crabill. Mike Falvo will correct me.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for it.
I'm going off his teammates, how they pronounced it. So it's their fault.
Now this guy has 0 body fat on him.
Again, coming out with those tie shorts, I expect this guy to want to bang. Coming out of the same school as Christian Blunt.
Yeah, he was another guy earlier who's shadow boxing him for quite a while too.
You know, the big thing for me here with Joe Crabill is going to be, utilizing his jiu-jitsu against this gentleman. His teammates definitely stress that is his best path to victory.
Yep.
Definitely the shorter of the two.
Well, you're not kidding, Jay. He looks like a runner.
Yeah, he runs to the fight.
Instead of away from it.
I don't mean that disrespect. I mean, he has 0.0% body fat.
Yeah, I noticed that weigh-in just. I'm like, that dude's got like barely any body fat whatsoever.
We're going to bring it up to Mike Falvo for the official introductions.
The action continues on the card for Cage Wars 59 with our upcoming contest scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in our 155-pound division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in last night at 155.9 pounds. Representing Team Jukow out of Scotia, New York, Joe Crabill.
It is Crabill, okay. Richard Cloudhammer, you got
And
me
his
in trouble.
opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in last night at 154
It's
pounds.
Rich Cloudhammer's
even.
fault, not mine.
Representing TKO MMA out of Queens, New York, Yaseem, the artist, Airey.
He's ready to be here, I'll tell you that.
This feels like This feels like a first rounder to me. Either way, it just feels like It feels like bang bang. Let's go. I think we're gonna see some fireworks here. Big shots.
Nice left hand.
There it is.
The big thing when you're fighting a guy that's good at jiu-jitsu is that you got to keep the distance. Don't rush in because they will change that level and negate those strikes.
I mean, Airey looks like a seasoned striker.
Well, as we noticed with his teammate, I mean, these young men really are great striking acumen.
Yeah, Crabill just tasted one right there.
Push kicks are.
Good job by Crabill, pushing him in the cage. Good awareness by Yaseem.
Ooh.
Nice jab cross.
Airey's talking to him too.
He's the slap jab.
Well, he used that slap to get to that hook, almost like that Diaz style. Good job by Crabill.
This is important here. Oh, he
Oh,
lost the
mouthpiece.
mouthpiece. So now, See, I like that Dan is allowing them to continue where the other referee stopped it.
Oh,
They
grab
had
that
to
cage, though.
reestablish position. I mean, because you can't strike him to the head anyways while on the ground. See, there's no reason for him to put the mouthpiece.
Well, but right now, that's the best time to stop
Agreed.
because
Yeah,
you
there
can
is.
pause the action.
I agree.
Joe Crabill, right now, this is where he needs to be.
Oh, absolutely.
You see him getting the head to the right side of his body, but he's going to be tough to finish that choke. Transitions to mount.
Looks like Airey's about going to be able to slip out of this, though.
Well, if he's got any takedown offense and stand-up ability like his opponent, I do expect him to create some separation.
He just feels like kind of a slippery, greasy kind of a guy, too, though, that's just able to kind of wiggle his way out of trouble.
But Crabill doing a nice job. Look for that neck.
Oh, wow. I stand corrected.
He's not even all the way in the back, though. Can he finish it from here? Ew, this is a bad spot for Yaseem. Bad spot for Yaseem. He's got a hand fight. Good job.
Yep.
He's got to turn to his left. Nice job by Yaseem.
Great job by Yaseem Airey.
Great job by Crabill, though, keeping that position.
He's moving that arm up.
Airey is dangerous, though, because the moment he gets up.
He's leaving him an armbar. Oh, he was.
Looking for the back.
Yep.
Looking to get under the neck.
This is about as good a round as you can imagine for Crabill to try to, mitigate some of the strengths of his opponent. Only 30 seconds left to go in a round where
Trying to get that left forearm up underneath the throat. Yaseem doing a nice job turning into him.
Crabill didn't really do a whole lot. Airey landed some more strikes, but in the eyes of
There
the
it is.
judges,
It's under now.
Yep, he's got it.
10 seconds left. Oh, it's under the neck.
Oh, yes. Oh, can he survive?
Wow, folks.
Can he survive?
Good job. Good adjustment. You saw him turn to the left. Oh,
He's going to make it.
He's going to make it.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Well,
That was close.
that sets up some real drama for round number 2.
That's enough to give you an oxygen deficit for the next minute on your rest. And I mentioned Joe Crabill's jiu-jitsu acumen, and his teammates are right. This is his best path to victory.
Yep.
Got to give the young man credit, too, because he was dealt with it. He got hit in the face a couple times, and Airey came out striking well. That was a hell of a job by Crabill in the second half of that
It really
first
was,
round.
especially
It was.
when his opponent scrambled. He's kept the top position. He was able to move with his opponent.
That wasn't easy. He knows he's in one now, both of these guys.
Joe seems very calm. He's not breathing heavy.
Well, he ended that round exactly how he wanted to, so there's got to be some confidence for him
Yeah.
coming into the second round.
If you're Crabill, though, you got to be careful because these first 30 seconds.
Dan telling him not to grab the cage.
We know we know Airey knows what he needs to do. And he's got to win this. He's going to have to win this one, strike it.
And as you see, Yaseem wanting to keep that distance. Nice jab.
Very nice.
I think he's going to be afraid to be using that push kick.
He's doing a good job lateraling, but, Crabill doing a nice job just stalking to the cage.
Yeah, definitely a lot more confidence this round.
Airey with the lateral movement. He's going to have to throw some strikes to stop that advance of Joe Crabill.
I think he's just waiting for the perfect counter.
Well, time is of the essence.
Yeah.
Sometimes that perfect counter will never come, especially in a 3-minute round as opposed to a 5-minute round in the pros.
All it takes is one.
1 minute down, 2 to go.
Nice straight
Nice left hand by Yaseem.
I think this is actually a wise strategy by Yaseem Airey because he's creating some distance and he's mitigating the strengths right now of Crabill. And
You see, though,
landing.
Crabill wants to close that distance now. After that left hand, he wants to engage. He wants to grapple. He wants to get in that clinch.
Yaseem's got to get his back off the cage.
Nice left hand again. I agree. Crabill just wanting to keep him against the cage. Nice hook right hand.
Halfway through round number 2, this is anybody's fight, and a good one, too.
Big Dan with the eagle eye on the situation. Joe waiting to pick his spot.
There it is. There's the opening. That's what he should have continued there. He had
But
it.
again, you got to be careful because you shoot in for the takedown.
Yep.
You've got to keep a little bit of distance when you're throwing those flurries.
Yep.
Starting to get some
So he
confidence,
did the
too.
right thing. Less than a minute. Or coming up on a minute, rather. And again, he's moving well, but what are the judges seeing? They're seeing Crabill walk him down.
Octagon control.
Yep.
But he hasn't
Octagon aggression.
But he hasn't landed anything.
But when you look at the judging the scoring criteria, it's about damage, control. You know, control is a factor.
Yep.
Well, I mean, how is this control if you're just stalking your opponent but you're not throwing any punches?
Because you're establishing the center of the cage. The center of the cage. You are the one chasing your opponent.
Being
The opponent's not counter-striking at all. He's just moving away.
Being more aggressive, even in your movement, moving forward.
I don't know. I see Airey winning this round. That's just me, though.
There's been some nut shots tonight.
Yep.
Shout out to all the cup makers in the world.
That's the most important job. About 15 seconds left to go. Round number 2.
All right, here we go.
And that was a warning that was issued to Airey.
Nice left hand.
Let him go. Let him finish.
Oh, we got a poke to the eye now.
I think he's just giving
Mouthpiece
it
out.
Yeah.
Lots of nut shots, lots of mouthpieces flying.
10 seconds.
There's got to be some confidence going into the third round
Absolutely.
right now for Yaseem. But for all intents and purposes, I mean, he's likely down 2-0.
I disagree with that.
That's a beautiful part about America. We could disagree and still be friends.
I couldn't look you in the eye when I said that, though. Did you notice
Social media would lead you to believe you cannot.
Exactly. Yep.
But it is okay to disagree and not hate one another.
That's an important message, I think.
It really is.
It really
to the fans
is.
at home.
That's
If I have any PSA of the day, don't be a
That's it.
dick.
Don't be a dick. And if somebody has a different opinion, doesn't mean they're a bad person.
Yep.
Doesn't mean they're a bad person. We can agree still like that.
Yeah, you're not a dick, Brian. You're just wrong.
We'll see. we'll see. I'll bet you a blueberry muffin over at the bakery here.
Thank God I don't eat them. You make it a pizza, I'm good. All right, here we go, third and final round.
The reason why I think the balance shifted a little bit. I really do, and I think that Airey found what's going to work for him. He's gonna have to be on his bike. It's going to look like he's avoiding it, but he's also landing some strikes too. I mean, those are landing.
No, they definitely are, and Joe wants to close the distance because they are landing. Nice leg kick. I'd like to see him angling off and throwing some kicks and punches off the angle, though.
Yeah.
Step off, throw a hook. Step off, throw an uppercut.
And throw more than one or two.
Yes.
But in terms of getting proper coaching and like kind of regrouping,
he's doing great.
He's done a great job.
He's made great adjustments. You know, he's not letting Joe invade his space. Good use of the jab by Joe. 1 minute down, 2 to go.
Crabill's got to be careful because Airey is timing that on the spin. He's timing that to try to land that left hook. And there were a couple times where it looked like Crabill kind of spun into what could have been like that.
Yeah,
Yaseem's left hand is very crisp.
He keeps putting himself against the cage. Let him walk him down.
There's an old trick a coach of mine used to work with us a long time ago where we back up and then as soon as our foot would touch the rope or the cage, we'd come forward with a couple of strikes.
Right.
If
And
he
that's what
did
he's
that
doing.
right now, I think he would really be able to create some damage with Joe.
I mean,
Yeah.
but if we were to look at the total strikes landed, I mean, this round alone, it's probably 15-5 to Airey. I don't know. I know that he is being walked down, but he's...
No, I agree. This round, I think, is
Yeah.
Airey.
Uh-oh. That could be...
Right in front of the table. Here we go. Can he scoop him? Oh.
That's huge.
Right in front of us here. What can Joe Crabill do with this as we're under a minute?
I mean, that could be the
Right
turning
into full
point of the
mount.
match.
In the mount. What can Yaseem do here? Can he get to the hip? Can he create some separation?
How
Can he buck
relaxed.
and roll?
Crabill just gave us a look and a smile like,
And he shook his head because he knows he wants to punch him in the head.
Yeah.
I don't blame you, Joe. A couple more fights. Nice and calm. Less than 30 seconds. He traps Yaseem's left arm.
Yaseem's got about 20 seconds here in this round, and if he's able to kick himself out.
And Joe's in a tough spot because there's not really a
Yeah.
lot of. Oh, look
Get
for the
ready
arm
for the
bar.
arm bar. Sucking the arm in. Oh, triangle.
Triangle. Those
It's so
shin
hard
guards
to
make
them
it
shin
tough.
guards, man.
Those shin guards make it tough to finish a triangle.
Oh.
Nice job by Joe Crabill and nice
Good
job
fight.
by Yaseem.
And the respect. A little bit of respect for each other, too.
Great job by these young men. Awesome
Go.
job. It's going to be interesting to hear the judges' scorecards either way.
Yeah.
I think that takedown at the end, I think that
That might have
just,
solidified it.
I just
yeah.
think the optics
Yeah.
in a round that may have been even.
I agree, but you know, kudos to TKO MMA. Those guys really come to fight.
They sure do.
I want them to come back up some more.
Same here.
Yeah, they bring some spirit for sure.
You know, for me, though, too, especially being a striker by heart, I love to see the guys come out in the Muay Thai shorts.
Right, because you know.
You know they're going to bang.
It'd be interesting if we saw, now, you know, ground control, obviously, first round was all Crabill and a little bit toward the end, but it'd be interesting to see what the strike total on this was. I in my brain, it feels like corner.
We're moving up. We're moving on up like the Jeffersons. We're not quite there yet.
I know, we'll get that.
We'll get there.
We'll get that. You know, you and I could sit here in like a little video game, just do tap, 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 maybe do a running tally.
You know, but the thing about those counts, too, is, you know, people talk about it a lot. A lot of times they're not accurate because people are just kind of checking.
Yeah.
And the judges don't know what the punch counts are. They only understand what they're watching in that moment.
Right. But I always tried to say, like,
We're going to bring it up to Mike Falvo for the official announcement.
And as always, ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for these two great fighters going the distance? After 3 hard-fought rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to the official scorecard. All 3 judges have scored the fight in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the blue corner, Joe Crabill.